Hello, this is John Piper with the weekend video clip, and it's Saturday the 24th of January, and we're looking here at the chart of gold. We'll start with gold as a quick one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We're holding 1300 so far, a bit of consolidation, but nothing really to talk about. Could see a bit more come in. We need a fourth wave at some point, fifth wave. So I mean, we could see a move back to 1250. Obviously, having entered at 1240, that would be not that pleasant, in the sense that most of our profits might be eliminated. For those of you who want to take a bit of profit, it doesn't hurt to have a process of taking profits, getting back in again, this kind of stuff. But selling the strong rallies maybe and buying on the dips. It's a personal choice. It depends on your personal trading style. Let's have a look at the short-term action here. Go down to the hourly chart, and you can see the very sort of 1300 level is around here, so it's in a couple of blips above it. So there's a slight worry there. Obviously we've got a bit of minor developments, but so far the blips back have been particularly feeble. Bit of a spike there, but as I say, we could see a bigger correction, so it's bound to happen from time to time. Basically, if you want to catch the big moves, you've got to ride those pullbacks. So a bit of profit taking, adding on the dips, etc., can make a lot of sense. But what you don't do is be shaken out of your position, which is it's part and parcel of catching these big moves. You just have to stay with them, and they're going to try and shake you off. So it's a matter of personal choice how you want to play that. Of course, what you don't do is end up holding on to a position that actually goes strongly against you. So it's a matter of monitoring what's going on. But right now, it's all looking good. Okay, look at the DAX weekly chart, going back to the 2009 low, which is a key low for the DAX. In fact, most markets. We had a 1, 2, then a 1, 2, 3, 4 here, down to the October 2014 low. This does count as a final fifth wave. Now, this move here went from around 5,000 up to around 7,500, 2,500 points. This move here came from around 8,250, so it's already around 2,500 points. Similar number of points in absolute terms. Percentage terms will be slightly different, obviously, because 5,000 is a lot less than 8,000 clearly. Let's have a look at the formation of this action on the daily chart at the moment. So this is a 1, which seems likely. It's 2. Then we've got a 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 and 5. So some kind of pullback is certainly due. There's a bit of a triangle here, actually, I suppose. Well, definitely a triangle there. But we are close to some kind of pullback. We have a very rapid action. Again, let's go down a scale. So again, we can count 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it could be we're going to see something actually happen next week. We could see some kind of pullback, maybe down to the fourth level around 10.2. It's certainly a bit of a time for a shakeout, I think. So that's one possibility next week to watch out for. Let's have a look at the very short-term action here. This is a 1-minute chart since around 1340 yesterday. There is actually a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a perfect pattern. The third wave is a bit truncated. I'd like to be a bit clearer than that. A, B, C. So certainly a case that we're going to start to fall back next week, possibly with some early selling coming in. So that's again something to watch out for. The key levels to watch out for are the peak here around 10,700, and obviously a break below this level here, just below 10,600. So the round numbers are pretty important in that context. Right, looking at the Dow, it hasn't been doing that well compared to the DAX anyway. We saw a peak in December. We then had this sort of flat ABC. We then fell down again in what could be 5 waves. And now we've got this move here, which could also be an ABC, quite a strong one. But there's still, until we break above 17,900, these sort of levels here, that count, which is a negative count, i.e. 1, then 2, then 1, and 2, remains in place. So if this starts to accelerate down, it could in fact be the beginning of something quite important. So it's similarly here. If we see some downside action on the Dow next week, that's also could be potentially important. Also, I'll be monitoring it pretty carefully. Right, finally, a quick look at pound dollar. Okay, we now have this clear 5 waves I've been talking about. I've been looking for one more decline, and that is now in. At least it's not taken over, but it's certainly in. So we've got clear 5 waves there. So it really depends how you count it. That was certainly a 1. That's a 2. Now there's a 1 there as well. 2, 3. That could be a 4. So it could be this. This is a final. This is the 5th wave, the final part of the 3rd wave here. So we've now got that lasted a few months. So we had the first move here, which lasted a few months. Blip up, which started just a month. So I think it may be time soon. I say the low's not definitely in yet, but it may be time soon for another blip up before we see one. Well, we may of course not see a 5th wave, but that'll be to an extent. We'll get clues when we see this rally. But I think pound dollar is probably close to reversal, but it could just be a correction. So it may not. I should imagine there'll be some kind of fireworks initially, given the depth of the sell-off. But I'm expecting a corrective rally with a 5th wave coming in, but we'll obviously monitor what's going on to gauge how that works out. Let's have a quick look at the shorter term action. Well, not a huge amount to say. I mean, you could perhaps count as a 1, ABC 2, so this could be a 3, a bit truncated at the moment. Having seen this as a big move, though, we had to expect maybe things being a bit truncated, maybe not going all the way. Alternatively, you might just say that this is some kind of 5th wave and that this is all part of the correction beforehand. But again, pretty short term. You expect a bit more than that, I think. 1.5 is obviously an important level. If this fails, if the move fails to see acceptance below 1.5, which it currently is, then that would be a sign of strength and suggest the move's already in. Alternatively, it might easily just blip down a bit lower to shake anybody currently long out before the move starts for real. Anyway, again, it needs monitoring. Great, well that's all for today. I found that interesting and useful. I'll be back with the opening report on Tuesday morning. Have a great weekend. Hope the sun's shining over there. It is in Spain, although it's extremely cold at the moment. And bye for now.